How did I manage a ketogenic lifestyle for 5+ years, and what are the ways of sticking to keto for long period of time and maintaining it? Stay tuned to know more. Welcome to another chapter of Indian Keto Diet, everything you need to know. In this video, we'll be discussing about how to continue keto and how to maintain your lifestyle. So firstly, when you start with keto, you go through an experience of keto flu. Keto flu is a natural phenomenon for the body where your body is confused between using glucose or producing ketones. During this process, you may feel a lot of uneasiness. You may be craving for some carbs. You may crave for some of your favorite foods. You may have some headaches. You may be nauseated. You may also vomit at times. But this keto flu phase is when your body is confused between using glucose or using ketones. The best way to start your keto journey is with 24 hours of fasting, which can help you to reduce a lot of carbohydrates in the body and then sticking to keto and holding on to it. Now, to reduce your experience of keto flu and this awful experience which happens with everybody, firstly, you should drink 70 ml per kg of water. Now, water intake is really important because body is losing a lot of water and you're removing so much of carbohydrates from your diet. So yeah, water is something which you need to focus on. Secondly, you need to focus on is salt, because carbs hold a lot of water and water also takes away all the salt which is stored in the body. So it is important for you to include white salt and Himalayan pink salt in your food as well as in your drinks such as lemon salt water. Third way to get over keto flu is resting well. Rest it out, stick to keto, don't include carbohydrates. There is no medical help which you can take, no medicine is going to work. This is a natural process. It's your choice to stick to it so that you get into ketosis. Once you get into ketosis, you should surely check with your meters, which is keto diastics or any kind of blood meter, but it is important for you to change patterns. Why should you change patterns on keto? Is because your body knows what you're doing. Your body anticipates what are you going to do next. So the idea of progressive keto is about making changes as and when needed. So recalculate your ratios every single week, change your protein fat ratios every single day, which is going to help you to stimulate ketone production. Don't forget that ketones are produced from your existing fat and dietary fat. You cannot change your existing fat overnight. You can make a difference in your dietary fat or your dietary protein to regulate your ratios. When you keep changing these patterns, don't include keto plus intermittent fasting initially. You may want to use it later because as a part of progressive keto, the idea is to maybe let's say start with 2 meals on keto or 3 meals or a fat coffee or a bulletproof coffee and then your meal, and then gradually make changes as you progress further. Now, as you're progressing further with these patterns and changes, there can be weekly changes, or you can also make changes every 3 days. You can also make changes every 15 days as well, depending upon how your body is progressing. Now, coming to the third point, which is the progress. It is important for you to do an assessment every now and then. It is important also for you to check your body measurements, body weight, blood parameters, because these are going to tell you where your trajectory is going and how your body is progressing. If you don't know what is happening with your body, you will be clueless. You will not even know what next pattern should you make a change with, or what kind of changes will actually work for you. So it is important for you and me, all of us, to figure out a recipe which works for us, for our body, for our fat loss journey and our ketogenic lifestyle. So when you change or when you make some changes, definitely do the assessment, because this is going to help you to progress further. Number 4, once you're done with your calculations, once you're done with your changes and you're assessing it well, it is important for you to plan your cheat days. Now, cheat days are also called as reward days. It is important for you to not keep them emotionally, rather keep them strategically. How do you place a cheat day is between 45 to 60 days, which is a very generic guideline, but you need to assess that your body measurements and your body weight is getting stagnant. A cheat day is definitely going to put you out of keto. It is going to push you, to a point where your weight is going to fluctuate, but calm down about it. It is just for a while. A cheat day, which is about including all the carbohydrates, can open a lot of metabolic pathways, can help you to move beyond your stagnant weight and body measurement, and can give you that motivation. It's like a reset button, or it's like a pause button when you're playing a game and then you want to play it again. So same thing again is with your diet. It is important for you to take your diet not like a game, but take it as an example that you should place a cheat day when it is necessary. Coming to another point about stabilizing your ideal body measurements or stabilizing your ideal weight. It is important for you to not adapt to keto where you touch a certain weight and you start getting out of keto or you start leaving the diet. It is important for you to also note that your body has a memory. Emotions have a memory, hormones have a memory, body has a memory. So when you reach your ideal weight, stabilize it for a bit, at least stabilize it for 3 to 6 weeks, because your body's muscle and as well as fat composition is what your brain is not going to remember in just a single day. Your brain hates it when you're losing fat. So when you stabilize it, your hormones also start stabilizing a bit, and then you should plan to get out of keto. Now when you try to stabilize your body measurements, check again, you have to assess yourself every single week. You have to understand what is happening with you. Where can you make some certain changes? Are you hungry for more? Maybe let's say a couple of kgs, a couple of inches would be something which are really important. Or if you have some blood parameters which you want to see if they improve, that is also important for you to check and assess and analyze. So assessment almost happens at every single point when you are adapting to keto for a long period of time. Then comes the getting out of keto process, which we'll be discussing in the next video more in detail. So go and check out the other videos if you haven't. If you find this useful, comment below in the comment section and share your experiences. Like this video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is Rahul Kamra signing off.